in the freaking reunion. And that was a lot. I didn't expect it to get that deep that quick. Carlos did not waste no time. He wasted no time. So it was just the core six that were out and Destiny. All right. Um, Kimmy and see, I think it was Kimmy and Maurice were introduced first. Then I believe Destiny was, and then Tisha and Tisha and Marceau. Then Martell. No, Martell before Destiny. Then Destiny came out, and then Mel came out last, of course. All right. Now we got to see the new showrunner, which is Marcus Burner. I feel that Carlos gave us another face and name to put to this and go after because he's tired of being the one to get talked about and called out for the show. It's your show, sweetie. Who else we gonna call out? We have to. But we got to meet the new showrunner. We will see Sunny next week enter the chat along with Tish and Ken. Oh yeah, NL and Chris were also on stage as well. And they were also looking good and coordinated. So Chris, Carlos, and Martell all wore white. All wore white, of course. And I would have to say Martell shut it down the best. Hold on, let me do what I usually do real quick. Because I don't want just anyone to hear. But Martell shut it down the best, I believe. Chris had it going on in the collar with a little bit of orange floral, whatever you want to call that color. He was matching Nell with her dress, and she looked lovely in her dress. Um, and you know, Carlos, he just wore a nice little simple, thank you for the like, a nice little simple something, something, something. But when Martell came out and he went to go sit down, he said he got to sit down real slow, even if he can, because he he know his pants is tight. He knew his pants was tight. Now he went a little bit loose with the top, so he was breathing a little bit at the top, but his pants were tight. It was yeast infection pants, but he looked good nonetheless. Looked good, okay. Martell can barely go wrong when it comes to his fashion. Yes, he wears little brother shoes. I mean, little brother shirts and things, but hey, he's it's fitting. It fits. It's not like he looked bad in it, y'all. He's just a bad man these days. That's all. You know how it is. Even the devil is beautiful. Y'all know how that is, right? But the whole entire time during the reunion, Mel had no kickings for him. Anytime he even tried to talk to her a little bit, she shut it down. She was not even giving him anything. She was not responding. Um, when he did, she shut it down again. She was like, "Excuse me, can you not, communicate with me? Can you not talk to me?" You could tell she didn't even want to be there. Anytime he spoke, she had this stone face on. It's like she gave herself a pep talk before she came and got on the stage. Like, girl, look, I know you gonna see this man. I know you gotta interact with this man. I know you gotta be close to this man. I know questions are going to be asked about you and this man. Just get through it. And once it's over, it's over. You ain't ever gotta do this again. You already know you ain't coming back to the show. This is your last time only. And you just gotta get through this and it's done. And you could tell, even just in the first part of the reunion, that is the mentality that she is going in and going through. Um, so Carlos, it was almost like maybe 10 minutes in, Carlos got to talking about the revenge peace situation. And Martell did not let himself look any better. He didn't do himself any justice during this segment. He kind of made himself look worse. He kind of contradicted himself. He went back and forth. Thank you for the second light. He went back and forth. I feel that he, you know how a question can be asked, but the question that's asked is something pertaining to something that was taken out of context, right? So if you're having to answer yes or no, strictly yes or no, yeah, it's gonna feel a little bit blurry because the question that you're asking was asked out of context. So when I go to answer this question, it's not really how it is because that's not really what went on. What you saw was just a piece, what you know is just a little thought, whatever. So I feel that's where Martell was coming from. If I'm trying to play devil's advocate here, I feel that's where Martell was coming from. And he can still only say so much because they have another court case that they still have to go through. Now, when Carlos asks, like, look, did you plead guilty? What's going on? He said he did not plead guilty. And then Mel said, yes, you did. Were you found guilty? And she was like, no, I was not found guilty. Carlos asked Mel, was he found guilty? And she said he pled guilty. And he was like, well, yeah, something sort of the thing. It's like he contradicted himself so much, okay? But it was really, you could tell he was struggling. And you could tell Mel was really uncomfortable when it came to talking about the whole revenge being. She felt, you can see she closed off a little bit. Again, she came just to get through it and get off. I can probably guarantee you before the credits stopped rolling, Mel was off that stage and probably out the door. She probably left into the car in her gown, dressed as she was. I can almost doubt that. What else went on? They talked about Maurice's DUI. They and Maurice, confronted Mel about her going around telling everybody first instead of him. And it got a little bit, for a second, but then Maurice grounded it. He was like, look, we already talked. Mel grounded it. She said, look, we talked about it. We've already moved past it. We're good. We're good. And so that was, what it was. Now, production, you wrong. Production, you wrong. It's so crazy how editing can really do a number on you. It can really do a number on you. I mean, the way, see, it's like the way that everything is set up, it just goes to show, like, look, is this really what we're doing here? So, check this. Let's get into the fact that the whole BBL situation. When they showed the trailer, right? When you show a trailer, you are supposed to highlight. You are supposed to highlight the biggest, grandest parts of the movie. See if we're watching a movie, okay? You're supposed to put the good parts in the movie, right? That gets you thinking, oh, I want to see what that part's about, what this is about. Thank you for the third like. I want to see what this is about. I want to see what that is about. I want to see what all of this is about. So, it's crazy, and production knows. Production knows how we are. Production knows how the viewers are. Production knows how the bloggers are. They knew we were going to grab this. Now, I don't know. Now, saying that, what are they trying to do with Mel? I kind of feel like this is kind of a setup. Now, y'all know I am not a millimeter, and I haven't been on Mel's side in a while, but I have been on her side a lot this season, actually, though. I should have worn my Go With God sweater. Anyway, I'll wear it for the recap on Thursday, 10:15 Eastern Time. Make sure y'all there. Me, Dina, and Mod will be talking about this in a grander scheme. I'm just giving y'all a little bit of tidbit for right now because I said I would. But yeah, the whole BBL thing. Back to that because I'm so mad at that, and I gotta stop being so gullible to the trailers. I am going to stop being gullible to the trailers right now. After this one, I'm done being gullible. And I hope everyone else is too. But like I said, could this have been trying to shade or get at Mel? Why do I say that? Because, like I said, production knows how we are, right? Production knows how the viewers get to talking. They know how the millimeters get to talking. They know how Mel get to talking. They know how they know us. They know the formula by now. We 9 years in. This is a whole dysfunctional situation that goes on here with the blogs, the show in real time and not time or whatever. So I say all that to say this. What if the production was being really production douchey on Mel's behalf, on everyone else's behalf toward Mel, and was like, let's lift this little party in where Kimmy brung up the BBL for a quick second. Let's put that in the trailer and let the bloggers and the viewers run with it, because when they see it for the scenes to come, it's gonna be a whole week of chaos of everybody talking about whether or not Mel had a BBL or not. And that is exactly what happened. Everyone started going for Kimmy, coming for Kimmy's head, off with her head. Like they were going at it for Kimmy. All to see that was all that was. Mel didn't even say nothing about that. Unless, again, it's editing. But Mel didn't even say anything about that when it came to, the whole BBL thing. It wasn't a big deal. It didn't become a big deal until production made a big deal out of it. And she went and made a whole video showing her ass throughout the entire seasons of the show. That wasn't even necessary. But since they want to come and make it a big deal that Kimmy said that, she went and did that. And then all the while everyone's coming for Kimmy's head when it wasn't even a big deal. It was 5 seconds of the reunion and then no one thought about it after that. So for production to do that with the trailer, like, really? They know what they doing. So I feel that kind of been a little bit douchey on their behalf, trying to I don't know what their point was of that. I really, really don't. But let's talk about the fact also that after Mel went live exposing, if you will, allegedly people's stuff and whatnot, they ended up changing the information to the description of the reunion. The first one talked about, it had in there about Destiny, grooming and whatnot. Well, that was not in the description anymore. Okay? So, here is my thing. Is it just not in the description? Or are they also, or did they also run back to the studio real quick, fast, and in a hurry and take that out? Here's the kicker. We have until we got to see all the other 2 episodes first to realize if this was taken out. Because we seen on the previews that they talk about this whole grooming thing, right? Right? So when both of the next parts air and we don't see anything about that grooming in the threesome, we know that they went back to the studio and took that out. Production must have got scared because Mel said, oh, honey, you should have really done your research first before you went and did all of that. Mel came out with her receipts showing that, look at here. This ain't what it is. But it's also funny also because this ain't the first time this has been said. It's been said before, and Mel has debunked it before. So why are we still going back to this? You know, I wasn't there. I don't know. I cannot say for certainty that it didn't happen or did happen. But I will say, what's tea to the fact that this keeps coming up? Hmm? Between amongst them, I can see if this was a thing that kept coming up within, you know, the media, us talking about it. But this is between the cast members that are actually bringing this up back and forth. So what's really going on here? Really don't know. We really don't know. So I am very curious to see if they are going to talk about it, if they are going to show that part of the reunion come these next two episodes. If not, we know that they got scared and they took it out. And if that's the case, ooh, if that's the case, ooh wee. But I would love to know and hear what Destiny had to say. Because you see that Carlos straight up asks her the question and the camera shoots straight at her. So what's tea? And then the fact that Destiny is sitting next to Martell. And she is asked this question and she answers it sitting next to Martell. That says something, does it not? Does it not? To me it do. I'm just saying. Ooh, I'm just saying. I don't know. I do not know. You know, and they also showed the back and forth between Marceau and Martell. Carlos decided it would be a good idea to show the growth between Marceau and Martell and their careers and their real estate ventures and, you know, comparing it kind of, sort of. And Carlos asked Martell, you know, are you jealous of them as a power couple because this is what you hoped you and Melody were to be and was going to be and all of this stuff? He's like, no, I wish them well. You know, I ain't cheering for them. I ain't cheering for their downfall either, but it is what it is because of the things that he has said and the things that has went on and the fakeness. I still see the fakeness in you too, Martell, because y'all at the renewal vows for Chris and Nell, y'all was really faking the funk. Y'all really, really was. It was almost amazing. I couldn't believe Tisha was even able to sit down next to Marceau as he kikied with you. And it was so funny how Carlos was like sassy Marceau when he introduced him and Tisha out. That was funny. That was a good laugh. It was a good, you know, it was a simple, easy episode. Destiny didn't say nothing until like maybe 40 minutes, 45 minutes in, which makes me wonder, did they cut that out? Because if they did, that would be the reason why Destiny didn't say much during this episode. Because what was the point of bringing Destiny out with the core 6? With the core 8 now, because Nell and Chris were there too. Um, I don't understand why she came out, because she wasn't asked any questions or anything. I'm wondering if they took that out. But if they did, they should have put something else in there, because now it just looks dumb that she was there the whole time and they didn't even ask her nothing. She could have came out episode 2 and been okay. Why y'all make her sit through that whole shit and endure all of that for her to not even ask her anything? So I'm wondering, did she just sit there that whole time? Or did they really cut that out of the reunion altogether? Because there's no point in them taking it out of the caption or the description of the episode if they're still, in fact, going to air that. I feel that's what happened. I feel that's what happened. Whew! This is crazy. Carlos, you got to be tired by now. You keep talking about this your favorite show. I don't understand because this show should be giving you the most headaches. This cast has to be giving you the most headaches. I don't see how they are not. It really is mind boggling to me. But that is what that is. And I don't know if we'll get some lies from any of the cast, but I'm gonna be looking for it, and I'm gonna gather all of this together. So we'll have a lot to talk about when we do recap the reunion Thursday night at 10:15 Eastern time, right here on my channel. Dina will be here, and I'll be inviting Maud. I don't know if she'll show up, but Maud's invited back for the reunion if she wants to. And I told y'all after this, I will not be doing a set day, putting a whole entire hour of my life after work to the side to talk about these people and their shenanigans. You will be catching me doing little bitty reviews like this and only this. So if y'all don't catch these, y'all ain't gonna catch nothing. But I will be talking about it on my Hey Bew Heyyy in the morning, Hey Bew Heyyy after dark, or whatever the hell I do. Come on, just talk about random stuff in reality TV. But I have been doing this show for a long time. But I'm not gonna be doing that. But I did say that I was gonna. I keep forgetting. My bad. That every 3 episodes, I'm gonna we'll do a live if the girls are able to come. I'll still do it if the girls can come. They're invited. But every 3 episodes, I'll do a live, or unless something major, super duper uber major happens, and then I'll talk about it. Like for the first episode for season 10, yes, I'm gonna come live and talk about it. I might not do 2 and 3, but I'll be back for number 4. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna go too long, but still, you can get your fix every time I come on and talk about it. But for an actual hour dedicated to it, yeah, I don't know about that. I can't do that anymore. Only unless I become first shift. That's the only thing that's stopping me, because I'm tired of the second shift. So if I was first shift, we could keep it pushing. If I happen to come first shift by then, we gonna stay where we at. But until then, I'm just waiting on that first shift, and I really thought I was gonna be first shift by now. Stuff keeps falling through for first shift, y'all. But yeah. So I think that's about it that had happened this episode. So next week, like I said, Sunny is going to be coming out, and they gonna dig into her and drag into her, and however bad that goes is gonna be the reason why her and Moses aren't coming back. Her and Moses won't be back either. So Sunny and Moses are out. Mel is out. Who else is out? Who else is out? I will say this was funny thinking about it. When Carlos had introduced Destiny out, and he was like, "How does it feel to be back?" She said, "You're welcome." That was the most fitting, perfect answer. It was on cue. It was on cue. And the lady wore red, honey, ladies and gentlemen. The lady wore red. Destiny loved her some red. She looks good in red. Red loves her too. She did do a live today for her Madani products. She has some stuff going on, so go ahead and support her. I think Mel was also live today doing her products, so go and support her. And Stormy is doing her thing all of the time. And we already know we supporting her. We're gonna continue to support her. You know what? Why it's weird, Tisha. She hasn't, done any lives or TikToks like that for her girls' hair care line. I wonder why. Her girls have their hair care line. I wonder why she doesn't do lives for them on TikTok. And I don't even think Tisha's on TikTok. But she does have her mommy podcast. And I think she's gonna start getting that back up and going. So that would be good for her. It really, really would. But yeah, that's about it. I don't want to talk too much over because, like I said, Thursday is the actual recap for the reunion, which is at 10:15 Eastern time. So make sure y'all hit the set y'all notify bells or whatever, get them together so y'all don't miss it. Even though YouTube be playing me, they still be playing me. But yeah, so y'all go ahead and have a rest of a good night. I might come back late night and do a Hey Boo Hey. Because we haven't talked about no stuff that's been going on in the world, and a lot of stuff has been going on. We got to catch up. But if I don't come back tonight, I'll definitely be back tomorrow with a Hey Boo Hey, and we'll get it cracking. We're gonna get it cracking. I'm gonna give me a drink, grab a drink. We're gonna get it cracking, and we're gonna talk, and we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna kiki, and we're gonna talk shit, and we're gonna be happy. We're gonna be married. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I'll holla at y'all. Y'all be good. And everybody, please make sure y'all like this video. And thank you to everyone who watches the replay of this. Y'all always the real MVP. Because y'all know I just be coming on at the spur of the moment. And y'all never know when I be coming on. So I don't get upset if no one comes to the chat. Because y'all be on it when it comes to the replay. And y'all the MVPs for that. Alright, I'll see y'all later. Bye.